Hey folks, Driller here. I just wanted to do a first impression sort of review on the Kriss Vector 22. I think it's called the KV22. They might have changed the name of it. I'm not really sure. Um, this is the short-barreled version. So I'm in Canada. This is one of the versions we can get. It's got an 8-inch barrel with a faux suppressor, so fake suppressor. We can have real suppressors here. Comes with this little handguard with some rails on it and some M-LOK slots and M-LOK rail attached, which is nice. Comes with backup sights. They're Kriss brand backup sights, but they feel heavy duty, good quality, as good or better than Magpul ones, at least the quality. They feel good. And then the Kriss brand stock feels good as well, and it's got QD cups in there. There's no QD cups up front at all, which is a little disappointing for me. I'm not really a big fan of single point slings. I like 2-point slings myself. That's okay. So let's get into some things about the firearm here. So I haven't shot it yet. I literally just picked it up the other day. So I went in to look at it. I've had a few kind of tactical 22s over time. My favorite being the Crinker Plinker 1022. That thing was a blast and it was super reliable. I had an 8-inch one as well, so it was very short, just like this, just over the minimum overall length requirement for being non-restricted in Canada. And then I had a GSG 16 with a 9-inch barrel. It felt like a toy. It felt like an airsoft gun or something. It felt like if I dropped it, like the plastic would break. This Kriss Vector feels just like the submachine gun Kriss Vector or the carbine Kriss Vector. I think they use the same polymer. It feels exactly the same. It feels high quality, like high density, high impact polymer, kind of like the H&K polymer. So it feels really high quality. It's a hefty little gun. It's not lightweight. I'm not sure what it weighs. Feels like, if I had to guess, 4 or 5 pounds, or maybe even 5 or 6 pounds. Probably 5 or 6 pounds. So it's not light, but it's not really heavy either. It's a nice weight. I like it. It feels really nice. I used to run a shooting range, and we had Kriss Vectors on it. They were one of the most reliable pistol caliber carbines we had. They would just run like tops nonstop. They were fantastic. And they could be run dirty for a long time. They're good guns. Not that this will be any the same, because it's a direct blowback 22. It doesn't have the same recoil mitigation where the bolt goes down in here. It just goes straight back and forth. Same takedown though. I think it's like the same body as the real Kriss. Same takedown pins, all that kind of stuff. Same safety. I love that safety. It's really nice. And I did like the Kriss Vectors. Like, it's nice to have basically what's like a kind of a grip built into the design that you can use. Although I'm going to tell you one flaw with that in a moment. You can get little plugs for this hand grip, apparently. You can store batteries or whatever you want in there. It doesn't come with it from factory though. One thing I do like about this butt pad is it's a real rubber butt pad, which most stocks, even Magpul stocks, don't even come with that. They come with crappy plastic ones on the back, so that's nice to see. So let's flip the firearm over here. So you've got the same controls, and they feel the same as the carbine Kriss, the 9mm 45. Like, this thing's not flimsy, it's not cheap. It feels really high quality. So you've got your bolt catch, bolt release, same charging handle there, which is a really nice design. I like that charging handle. You got the magazine release here. As you can see, it drops free, no problem. And while we're on that magazine release, I'm going to tell you that thing I was just mentioning about why I don't like the way they designed this. So you can see right here that there is a little guard around the magazine release button, but there's no guard right here. So when you're holding this, when you're shooting you're not necessarily holding it like this, but feels natural to hold the gun like this. I've seen it time and time again at the shooting range when I worked there. The magazine would drop free, and you're like, why is that? Well, when you're holding it like that and shooting, your palm or part of your finger, your knuckle or whatever, will press this button and the magazine pops out while you're shooting. Not the greatest thing in the world. I personally think what Kriss should have done is actually had a relief right here so that you could get your thumb in right here to push the button when you want to release the magazine, but then have a guard right here that kind of comes up just high enough, maybe even the same level as the button would be fine, just like on this side, basically a continuation of this around, but with the relief not here, but on this side. And then when you're holding it, you couldn't accidentally push that magazine release, and then when you're ready to push it, you just push in here and the magazine would come out no problem. I think that's a minor design oversight, but it does become an issue if you use this gun a lot. So you end up wanting to hold the gun kind of more like this, where your hand's not even using that. You're just grabbing the whole hand guard. Or you can put a forward grip on here, which is possible that I might do that, but I don't really like the look of this little mounting thing here, although I would like to put a flashlight on it. So yeah, I'm kind of torn about that, but probably just leave it as is and remove this little guy here. Looks better that way anyways. The trigger feels really nice actually. Overall feels like a really nice firearm. Let's see, what else is there to say about this thing? Not much really. Like I said, I haven't shot it yet, so I plan to take it out, shoot it, get a rough idea of what accuracy is. You're not going to be able to tell accuracy that well from iron sights unless you're a really skilled shooter, and even then you'll still not be telling the true accuracy of the gun. It's a 22. You know, if it shoots minute of golfer at 50 yards, I'm happy. And I'm sure it will. My last shorty 22, I mean all of my shorty 22s, the Crinker Plinker and the GSG 16 were plenty accurate. They were good little guns. So what I'll probably end up doing eventually is putting a prism sight on here. I'm a big fan of prism sights. Just a one times. Be the ultimate golfer / pretend soldier play gun on a budget. And I'll talk about the magazine capacity as well here, since we're talking about a Canadian gun. So in Canada here, we can only use these 10-round magazines. Why is that, you ask? Because 22s aren't limited by magazine capacity in Canada. Well, technically they're not, but the RCMP has made a ruling that if a pistol version, so there is a pistol version of this that exists, if it simply exists, it doesn't even have to be in the country, they'll say that, well, the pistol magazines are interchangeable between the two, so you could put a 30-round mag into a pistol, and that's illegal, blah, blah, blah. So they limit them all to 10 rounds. So we're stuck with the 10-round mags. We can get the 30-round mags, but they'll just be pinned to 10 rounds. I don't think there's any 30-round mags in country yet, though. So, oh well. I honestly, part of the fun of shooting is doing, you know, fast reloading and practicing your reloading, all that kind of stuff. So it doesn't really bother me. The only reason it bothers me is, our federal police being a bunch of tyrants. But other than that, it's fine. So yeah, it feels like a really quality firearm. I'm really impressed with it so far. I mean, I haven't shot it yet. I'm going to be putting a lot of rounds through it because it's 22. I mean, you can put thousands and thousands and thousands of rounds through these things. So yeah, I'm going to make a video of that at some point, and I'll do my best to make it a fun one for you. And yeah, I hope you enjoy this kind of first impressions review of this little fun plinker. And if you want to pick one up, go right ahead. They're great. They are a bit expensive. They're $1,000 Canadian, so they're not cheap, but you pay for what you get with this. This is high. It feels really high quality. It feels really well made, as opposed to something like the GSG 16, which is significantly cheaper, but it feels significantly cheaper. So yeah, anyways, thanks for watching, guys.